Okay, now we talked about firings, we talked about rehirings. Now let's talk about rumored hirings. There are two names in AEW that are rumored to be heading to the WWE. Now, one of them bugs me because literally a week ago, I'm literally going to say what I read. It was Jade Cargill, and her words were, I'm always in contact with him. He's a phenomenal boss. I can literally hit him up now, and he'll probably hit me back up in 3 minutes. This is a man who has 4 companies, a professional soccer team, Jacksonville Jaguars. He's busy, but literally comes to every show. He's so passionate. He loves our company. She also said, there's no place I'd want to be. There's no other place I'd want to be. He doesn't look at me as a number. He looks at me like a human being. He knows my journey and understands my purpose in the wrestling community and what I want to achieve, and I don't think you can beat that. You can't beat this in a very interesting sport. That is the words of Jade Cargill just last week. You will be seeing her on Rampage or Collision. It was pre-taped, and she takes on Chris Statlander to try and reclaim the TBS title. I'm not going to give a spoiler to that. I'm just letting people know it was pre-taped, and the match is the match. Rumor has it she's WWE bound. Now, you don't have to hate your boss to leave. When Cody Rhodes left AEW, there was a very nice message from Tony Khan. The Young Bucks have said people believe we hate each other. Nothing is further from the truth. Nick Jackson, I believe, my respect for that man went up so much after All In with all the tweets that he put out for people that made All In the success that it was. The respect I have for him is phenomenal. But Jade literally saying last week she doesn't want to leave and she's happy with Tony Khan. So rumors of her coming to WWE is a bit awkward. I've heard rumors of Kenny going to WWE, and before you know it, he's re-signed with the company. Which way do you... So there's that, and there's also rumors that Ricky Starks could be WWE bound. Now, these are two people who are very much AEW, but they are also very much Cody Rhodes people. You know, if there was a t-shirt, it would be like the I'm a Paul Heyman guy. They will have I'm a Cody Rhodes person on their t-shirt. Ricky Starks was scheduled to take on CM Punk for the Real World's title. Obviously, situations happened. It then moved on to Samoa Joe. Both ways he lost. So he's in a position where he could vanish off TV and turn up in WWE at any time. Question is, Big Tone, do you see either or both of them turning up on WWE TV anytime soon?
Okay. So I'll just start with Ricky. Ricky, for me, I don't see that happening. Ricky is being pushed. Yeah, like yes, he was meant to have that match against CM Punk, innit? Yeah, but for one, that is a main event slot. CM Punk's a bigger star. Whether you love him or hate him, on paper he's a bigger star in that company. Well, was. But yeah, like and so that goes to show you see Ricky as a main event player in that slot. So, but instead of that, you put him into a feud with a great replacement, yeah, in Brian Danielson, yeah, like wow, you can't get much bigger than that. And to be honest, at All Out, you had one of the best matches of the night, a match that people are turning around and saying might be the match of the night for that match. And like I'm inclined to, I wouldn't like be in disagreement with that, to be honest, because it was a banger match. It was a banger. It's one of the top 3 for me, innit? I think I did rate that fight forever, that one. Yeah,
I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're taking care of Ricky. Yeah. Whether he goes down the line, I suppose it's what's best for him. But like, I just not sure that WWE would use him the way AEW are using him, because like, yes, he is a smaller guy. He's got charisma and stuff, but like, and people like to compare him to The Rock, but it's like a mini Rock. Yeah, he doesn't have that muscular weight and size for him to really succeed in WWE in that same way, because like, people of his side normally are like high flyers and stuff like that. Yeah, that it's very rare for WWE to go all in on a guy that's just got good mat skills. Yeah, and he's not one of these crazy extreme guys that do parkour and bounce about on the screen all the time. So I don't know if it would be the best fit for him. However, if he did go over, NXT, he would do numbers on. Like he would be a great NXT champion. The problem is after that on the main roster. As for Our Lady Jade, yeah, I haven't seen any spoilers for Rampage. So I don't know whether she's the new champion or not, or they brought her back just to make Statlander like decisively beat her on her way out. Yeah, either one could be true, but me personally, I feel the world is the oyster for Jade, whether she stays or goes. Because if she goes, then yeah, she could become one of the biggest stars that WWE has seen in a long time. Because she has the look, she has the gift of the gab, yeah, and hell, whether you're putting her on NXT, that would be a great person. Can you imagine? We just talked about Becky Lynch, yeah, becoming the champion. Can you imagine? Like it's I don't know NXT or it's a pay per view or something, and Becky Lynch like goes for it, says, "Oh, I'm doing an open challenge," and you just hear whatever WWE's version is of a storm is coming. Jade Cargill comes out and
But she could
beats.
actually come out to it. Look, Cody's coming out to Kingdom. Like, it's not out of the question.
Well, there you go. And then like Jade comes out and beats Becky Lynch on the first night. You know, like can you imagine the momentum she would have from doing that? But even if she just comes out at the end of a Becky match and just looks at her, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. You can even just send her straight away to the main roster as a foil for like whoever, and like people wouldn't like scoff at it. But then, you know what? If you do keep her in AEW, then like look, I don't think Soraya has so much time as champion because again, like her neck and stuff, she can't go how she used to be able to go. So I don't see her holding it for a long, long time. So you can easily insert Jade into that title picture and have a champion that like has it all. For me, I personally think Tony Khan, if you can keep her, pay her what she wants to be paid, and push her to the moon. She is gold. She is a moneymaker. She is a star. Yeah, you can't say that about a lot of your women's division. I hate to keep going back to this because it seems like I'm shitting on her, but I'm not. Yeah. Statlander. I like Statlander. I want her to do well, but you've got to find her a character. She doesn't have one at the moment. She's just coming out and winning matches. That is not gonna last. Yeah, she's never gonna get over so much just doing that. She has to have something to her. Like let's look at Orange Cassidy and what he was able to do for the international championship. Yeah, that's not just having like entertaining matches. That is Cassidy himself, his demeanor, his moments he can create with his layabout character. Yeah, it's entertaining. You don't have that for someone like Statlander, but you do have that for someone like Jade. Yeah, whose whole thing is just being this, goddess, really, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
with her baddies and stuff. So if you keep her, push her to the moon. Yeah, if she goes to WWE, she'll do just fine as well.
It's really funny. So I I was kind of in the same vein as you that essentially I wouldn't I hear the rumors and I don't want to believe it. I just don't believe in these rumors a lot of the time. So I kind of feel like she's there and I feel like there's a lot of unfinished business in AEW. But I think she will do phenomenal in WWE. Like, imagine we're talking about this 1 month contract for Nia Jax. Imagine her stepping up to Rhea Ripley next. That's a match that has people wondering instantly because she can show you she can do business. Another dream match for me for her goes without saying. Give me the baddie versus the EST. That's a match that's Bucks literally just on the table for anyone to take. In the future for sure. If it's coming now, I don't know. Starks, I was a bit more unsure because I feel like you take him because you can. What the vision looks like for him could be a lot like Madcap, a lot like Emma. You sign someone because you can take them. It doesn't actually go into something positive. It's just a signing.
On,
What you
on
did,
WWE proper NXT, he would do.
This is the thing. Yeah. I think on a main card, he would have he would be, if you're going to say that LA Knight is the mini Austin and Rock, you've got a Rock Austin feud between the two of them. But obviously, LA Knight being as hot as he is right now, he would probably come out on top. And then you just see Starks like literally lost in the foil. NXT would be a very, very good fit for him. And I think he could actually be an NXT champ there. Like him versus Hayes would be a very good feud. I could see it already, you know. Breaker, there's a lot of people for him to muck about with down there. Hell, even giving Baron Corbin, give me Starks Corbin all day long. I'm down for that, you know. I think here someone with that character under Shawn Michaels' learning tree could actually be something. So you've actually convinced me, Big Tone, that it would be there. But my question to you before I ask everybody else, if they were to sign for the WWE, who would be the initial feud for both of those two people?
Well, like I said, ideally for me, if Starks would be signing with WWE, like he wouldn't be going to the main roster, he'd be going to NXT. Yeah. And from that, you can have him either take on Wesley, you can have him take on what's his name, Aurelia, Dragunov. Yeah, that'd be interesting. You could have him fight What's It Breaker. You could even, I wouldn't want to see him straight away like step to Carmelo because I feel that's like his final destination. Yeah. Or he could step to Dominic Mysterio. He could be actually the person to take that title from Dom. Yeah, like there's a lot of options for him. But realistically, I just gotta say, I just don't see Starks leaving because they are pushing him heavy at the moment. Yeah, he's on Collision every week. I would even argue that him and Jay White are pretty much becoming the faces of Collision. Yeah, because they are there all every single week, and we see them all the time. And like we just seen on Dynamite and Collision, he's now got the BCC involved, and like they're one of the hottest things in the AEW. So I think it starts to leave. That would actually be pretty silly at the moment. The stay put, they're pushing you, and you know you do the bits. As for Miss Cargill, again, I could see Jade coming in at anywhere, and ideally, I would really want her to come in and dethrone Becky of that NXT Women's title. Like, just come in big, come in like it's different for her, yeah, than it is for Starks. She can come in right at the top and challenge for the title and win, yeah, because she's just there so people can get to actually know she's there and build up hype. Yeah. And then you can move her to the main roster and have her go through everyone with it, like, you know, finishing off with a main event against someone like Charlotte, a main event against someone like Rhea, a main event against the EST. Yeah. The world is the oyster for Jade, but I would have her come in and dethrone Becky from the outset.
That's a big shout, and I honestly can't argue with that.